Hi, David. This is Philip calling from Switzerland. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Last time we met in person, that was in England for Fury.
Oh,
You,
wow.
Brad Pitt, and myself at that tank museum. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah. Wow.
An amazing location. So today we're talking about your latest movie, The Beekeeper. So it's about a man who wants to take revenge on scammers and then uncovers a whole conspiracy. Have you had anything to do with scammers yourself in your life?
I well, I haven't been scammed personally, but not for a lack of attempts. I think it's pretty universal now. And interestingly, as cast and crew would start working on the movie, it seemed like everybody had a story of a friend, a relative, somebody who had been scammed. And
Yeah.
as I did my research, it's it's a multi-billion dollar industry. The scale of it is astronomical. And the saddest part is they prey upon trust. They prey upon the goodness of people. And so I think having this in a sense, wish fulfillment of getting vengeance against some of these people, I think works quite well for the audience.
Yeah. It's a pretty good enemy for a movie.
You're always trying to find a good bad guy. They say the greater the villain, the greater the hero. and,
Yeah,
and in this
absolutely.
case, I think we're pretty happy when the villain gets defeated.
What was the biggest challenge making this movie? I mean, there is amazing action, a roller coaster ride all the time. What was the challenge for you as a director?
For me, the biggest challenge was really tone, making a different kind of movie than I normally make. I often work in, the dramatic space, more intense movies, more, if not realistic, a little more dark. And in this case, I wanted to make a film like the movies that inspired me to become a filmmaker, like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon and 48 Hours. And when you look at those movies, they have this amazing combination of character and drama and humor and action and fantastic action. And I wanted to make something like that. And I feel like it's also what the audience kind of wants these days. So it's my first attempt, I guess, at escapist cinema.
Okay. In that film, Jason Statham plays the lead role and also co-produced the movie. What was it like for you as the director to give instruction to the producer?
Well, he's very hands-on as far as understand. He wants to understand what we're doing and why. And he absolutely has a vote in process. For me, working with him, it was interesting because he's so iconic. He's such an experienced action star. He's a real action superhero. So I had to learn how to work with him. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit intimidated. He's so iconic. And what I discovered about him is he's a very normal, humble, thoughtful person. And he's incredibly technically aware of how to execute action. And I always bring my A game to action, but he taught me that there's an A+ game. I really learned a lot from him.
Okay. In his films, in general, Jason limits his facial expressions to a minimum, in a way. Is that also his style behind the camera, or is that a role he plays?
It's a role he
Or, or,
plays.
or in other words, is he a nice guy privately?
He's a very nice guy privately. He has an amazing sense of humor. He's a joy to hang out with. And I'll be honest, it's a tough business, and everybody's a professional and everybody gets the work done. But it's not always you can connect with a star, with an actor, and really have that personal relationship and really enjoy being with them and spending time with them. Like, I liked coming to set. I liked working with him. I would look forward to seeing him. And it just inspired me be the best filmmaker I could for him.
Okay, great, great. So there is a pretty harsh language in the movie, a lot of F words. Do you think screenwriter Kurt Weimer wanted to show the anger of the characters had to deal with?
Well, I think, you know, language can carry a lot of information, and bad language can carry a lot of information. I would say for the kids, cover your ears maybe. But it's all motivated. It's all there for a reason.
Okay, sure, sure. So The Beekeeper is an organization that acts outside of the law and fixed things. Do you sometimes wish you had such an organization in your life or in your country?
I mean, it's like anything. It is a bit aspirational, this idea that there is this sort of system of caretakers to take care of the system when the system is broken or can't fix itself. And, you know, throughout literature and classic literature, there's always been the hero to come in and save us. And, you know, in modern society, we've kind of moved away from those concepts, but I think it's an amazing dramatic device. And the mythology of the beekeeper is so incredibly strong, this idea of really being the first job of civilization, you know, and it's even a line in the movie, no bees, no agriculture, no society, no civilization. So this idea of a hidden hand that can fix things when we can't is maybe today a little bit fantastical, but you know, I think there's always hope that everything can be fixed.
But interesting, you dropped some names at the beginning of this interview, like Die Hard, who inspired you. So there is Bruce Willis, who had to fix everything, or 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, who fixed things. So yeah, so you're back at the fixing business in a way. With that movie.
Absolutely, but it's a trope of cinema, the idea of the hero or the classic hero, or you know, the Western monomyth in sort of screenwriting language, and I think that's why we do go to cinema, is to see larger than life personalities do extraordinary things.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful last words. Thank you so much, David, talking to us. I wish you all the best with that movie. Congratulations, it's great fun and great action, and I'm looking forward to see you for another project.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye.